time. Mama D here in the house with you. I have missed you. I know it's like we talked yesterday on the other channel. Listen, y'all. We had a large group of our 1111 family. We're over on Mama D just having our normal family discussion. And we were looking at some pictures of Hodgy and Larkin. Who is Larkin? Larkin is the guy that was hiking, and he's British. I went and dug deeper after yesterday because we were like, what? All right, listen. Here comes that truth train, y'all. Let's say hello to a few people. Hey, Viv. Hi, Laura. Hi, Nikki UK. How are you doing? Good to see you, Ash. Karen Bell. Good to see you all. There's a lot of you here. And thank you to my absolute beautiful mods for modding today. After yesterday, I was like, maybe I need to not be on the Jay Slater case. I told Jennifer, I'm like, maybe we just need to get the heck out of there and focus on Idaho 4 because we have a trial coming. So I do have to get to Idaho 4. I'm still staying briefed on everything. I have a ton of notes and stuff to cover on Idaho 4. Stuff that really needs to be seen. But right now, I'm stuck on this because we did a poll, as always, and we have a poll today, too, I believe. Yes. Oh, my God. I just saw the results so far. All right. I know. I'm like here and there and squirrel. You guys, I went and did a little bit of research on this guy. So David Larkin was near the exact area, like very close to the area where Jay's phone pinged last. Like he couldn't. Okay, think about this. That means so incredibly much. David Larkin, said he didn't need saving, that he could do all that on his own, that he's fine to get back on his own. There's no issue. So if Jay's phone pinged last there, that to me would mean that Jay knew his phone was dead. So he's going to continue on not having a phone at all instead of just going back the same way that David Larkin would have went. And David Larkin says, why in the world did the Spanish take me on the longest route ever? It took so many hours. I could have made it back in 2 hours. There's a shortcut. It's much easier to do. It's all in the report that I'm about to share with you. Oh, hi, Julie. Hi, Zozo, Ocean Deep, Debbie Gazzardo, Jennifer Swain, and Rach, my beautiful mods. Thank you, my beautifuls. Good to see you. Hey, official Carrie George. Okay, she's in the house. And the Rottweiler. Good to see you all. How many do we have? We have a lot of people here. Okay. Let me reset chat real quick, and then we're going to look at this comparison. It's so strange. It could be nothing, right? It could be absolutely nothing. The guy's from the UK or somewhere close to there. We'll read about it. He's actually in his 50s, but the press used like a 20-year-old picture. Why? They're talking to him. They're interviewing him. He's giving statements, so they obviously can get his picture like while he's talking, but they don't. No. They released a very old picture, which, to be honest, if he's in his 50s, then he's approximately 30 whatever older than Hodgy. Could this be Hodgy's dad or uncle or some cousin? I don't know. Do they look alike? Let's see if you think they look alike. I'm going to shrink behind the picture. Yeah. Look at this. Let's take me completely out of it. Let's do this. We'll fix it in a minute. Do you feel there's a resemblance at all? That's the poll. Do you feel Larkin looks like Hodgy? Now you can play at home as well. There are 3 answers available. You get to choose and share your opinion. And I do see people doing that, and you see me answer in the comments below on replay because we have a beautiful replay crew. So, do you feel Larkin, which is David Larkin, he's on the left? Well, of course, because the other one is Hodgy with J, right? Okay, A. Holy cow, yes, that is sus. B. No, not at all. Or C. Maybe a little bit, not sure. So we have a landslide right now, but we don't have 100 votes. So we'll give it a little bit more time and see if that comes up if we get more votes. All right, let me reset this. Uno momento, por favor. I'm in the middle of trying to get this chat, so I can, it's always like I have to wait for YouTube to catch up that I've started the live for some reason to give me the chat. Okay. Get your votes in. We don't even have 100 yet. So, wow, though we do have over 50. Now we have 60. And the votes are very biased. Like they're all going for, the majority is in one spot by far. All right. So, that's what we talked about over on Mama D's Family. And in this, I was like, I need to know more. I would like to understand, I'm going to disappear again just so I can fix this for you guys. I would like to understand more about David Larkin. Because so much was going on in the beginning while they were searching for Jay, and then the Guardia Avocados are like, yeah, we found this hiker, and he's like, I don't need saving. And they're like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Come on. And then they pat themselves on the back and they're like, look, we saved a hiker that was in Desperado, right? And the hiker, David Larkin's like, no. See, I've got all my stuff, all my gear. I've got my poles. I know what I'm doing. I've got water. I'm good. I come here all the time. All right? So, remember, Hodgy allegedly, and I say allegedly because I personally don't have proof, but it's been established as common knowledge, is that a good way to put it, that Hodgy has family in Tenerife. And I'm sure Zoe or some of you can prove that. So could this be a relative that was out where Jay's phone last pinged? Is that how it last pinged? Was he getting nosy coming back to the scene to try to find out if they had found that phone yet? Because he had been there for a while, like at the beginning of the month, he says. So we're going to read that. Viv says both of them have very Neanderthal faces, in my opinion. Let me move one of these so you can see it. Well, they're both round like me. Well, I guess I'm not even that round, right? Really round heads. And they both have that lip, like that big lip. I don't know. When we did the poll yesterday, it was like 50-something%, almost 60%, I think 58. Go watch the live, and then you can see the replay in chat, and I close the poll so it stays there. But it was like 58%, and we had well over 100. Well, I think we had 209 votes or something. It's hard to remember, but I think that's close. And it was like 58% were like, are they related? It's sus. Or I think it was that it's sus, right, that he's there. It is strange. It is strange to me. I don't know, though. But we're gonna go ahead and we're going to read a little bit too. Laura says it was probably Larkin who dumped the phone whilst looking for somewhere to place Jay's body. Just my opinion. Thank you, Laura, for sharing. Gail says, search up David Larkin, Director of Companies House UK. Not sure if it's the same David Larkin, but the surname, Ab crops up. See if you spit it. I don't know what that means, honey. I nearly wet myself. Coincidence or not? Okay, we're going to try it. Okay, what do I do? All right, let me go over here. Let's get a new window. We'll try it. We'll try it. If something comes up, I'll share it. So we're going. Okay. David Larkin Limited Company's House Government. I'm looking to see if it comes up with Ab. I'm not seeing nothing with Ab. I don't even know if this is the right person, so I'm not going to share it. The company was dissolved back in 2022. In August of 22. So not sure. It says nature of the business, other business support service activities not elsewhere classified. So I'm not seeing where it says that to me. I'll go back a page and see if there's another. There is a, let me look at this real quick. This is in LinkedIn. So Dave, not David, Dave Larkin, which doesn't mean anything. I'm just looking to see. And JLR comes up, which is Jaguar Land Rover. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. All right, so, but thank you for sharing that, Gail. I don't see it, but I'm not doing a deep dive on that either. So maybe I'm just not finding it. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Marley. Hey, Karen Bell. Good to see you. Hey, Phil Haslop. Peace out, Tanya. All right, you guys. So are you ready to get over to looking at this? Excuse me, I'm just getting my voice clear and wet my whistle so we can read together. Larkin wrote a very strange post on Facebook about being hacked. We talked about this yesterday. I wish if any of you have where I can look it up. Okay, let's look up face. That's what we'll do. We'll go Facebook and see if it comes up and I can grab it. It didn't come up for me. Dang. Yeah, allegedly David Larkin went into this whole thing on Facebook about his camera and his phone was watching him and his phone had been hacked and it was really, really strange. So I don't know. Oh, the Rottweiler says, got you on my TV so I can see you better. You just got me to blow a kiss to you. That's awesome. Okay, Marley Lifestyle says he's Scottish, not British. According to the articles, incorrect. All right, let's get over to this so that we don't have a lot of people giving us information. We can just read it ourselves, right? Okay. So, let me see. Where's our little, there it is. Let's make this bigger. I'm going to go behind the screen. Here we go. All right. So, yeah. Look at that picture. That's crazy to me. He looks to me, I can't unsee Hodgy. But we'll get back into the poll in a little bit. Let's see how we're doing. Ooh, we're close. Zaxxon! Before we do the read, I got to give it up for my pal Zaxxon. Let's see, what am I doing wrong? There it goes. Thank you humbly for the 5 gifted Starlight memberships. We have a very special memberships this Sunday, so you'll be sure and want to take advantage of that. Welcome to all the new Starlights. I also gifted 5 again today, and I think it was the day before yesterday over here. I gifted 5, so hopefully we'll get some people that are grabbing the free members. If you're wondering how to get a free membership, the best way, because YouTube chooses the recipient, is to be very interactive. So you could leave comments, you could come on live, all kinds of things. Just interacting with the buttons is what causes YouTube to go, oh, that person's active a lot on that channel, their membership, okay? All right, you guys, are you ready to do this? Thank you again, Zaxxon. You are a blessing. We appreciate you very, very much. I truly mean that from the bottom of my little heart. I truly do. All right, I'm gonna disappear again. Okay, lovelies. Now, here we go. So, it starts off here. We don't need to see all that, do we? So let me trim a little bit off the top so that it's easier to read. What are we on? MSN, which, whatever. Okay, Daily Mail. British hiker 51 found by search team hunting missing Jay Slater, right? So today, oh, look at me. I didn't know that it went halfway like that. Today, we're just basically going to clear up what people think, that the guy is from Ireland, that the guy's from Scotland, and all this stuff. And also, we're going to see what he literally says. Let me open this back up because I need it open. I didn't realize it would leave my head all weird. All right, so here we go. David Larkin was discovered by police and mountain rescue teams on Friday. A British hiker found by search teams hunting missing raver Jay Slater on the Spanish island of Tenerife has insisted he, quote, didn't need rescuing after being tracked down by Mail Online. David Larkin, 51. Now hold on. Hold the phone. If he's 51, why are they using that picture where he looks like he's maybe late 20s? Because he don't look like that. He's got hair. And why didn't they take a picture of him all in his gear? Sus to me, but we'll see. David Larkin, 51, was discovered by police and mountain rescue teams on Friday as they scoured a remote gorge for Jay, 19, who hasn't been seen for more than a week. Posting on Facebook Local, now you're going to get to see a closer picture to what he looks like, but it's still not a current picture. Okay, posting on Facebook, local police described how they had successfully, quote unquote, found Mr. Larkin after locals reported seeing him wandering into mountains a mile from where they were looking for the teenager. The area around Masca has been a hive of activity since Jay went missing on June 17th, with the vast area of the park, Rural de Tineo, I can never say this part, Rural de Tino, being searched using helicopters, drones, and dogs. It was during these searches that, according to local authorities, a, quote, tired and disorientated Mr. Larkin was found by search teams and, quote, helped out of the ravine in the Asamna Canyon. There, like I said, that is a much closer picture, but it's still not what he looks like at the time. So I don't get that. Now, as long as they're showing this, this is actually a screenshot from a video. And in this video, this was allegedly posted on Jay's phone from Snapchat at 8:35 p.m. on Sunday. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to be talking about that later this week. So, did Jay post this video on Sunday at 8:35 p.m.? That would be after Debbie talked to him. We got to find out. But like I said, we got so much to cover. All right, let's get back into it. It says, oh yeah, that's just the information. Okay, here is, check this out. 2 different takes here. Let me clear chat and catch up real quick before we get any further, if I can get it to work. For some reason, my chat's not working. Arg, matey. Okay, my chat just went nuts. Hold on, you guys. You know, chat problem. I gotta switch it. All right, so there it goes. Dang, sorry. It's alive and I cannot edit. All right, you guys, are you ready to continue this? It's going to get interesting. So David Larkin's like, I didn't need help. I got all this gear. I had plenty of water. But we're about to talk about what the Guardia Civil reported, all right? Or whoever they are. The police local Buena Vista del Norte in Spain, right? They wanted to pat themselves on the back and look really good, I guess. I don't know. It says, success! Right? Hold on. This doesn't want to fit on my screen, y'all. And I want you to clearly be able to read it yourself. Because I like to bring receipts if I'm going to say facts. All right, here we go. Last Friday, agents of the local police, in cooperation with the Civil Protection Mountain Rescue Team, rushed to... I can't. Because I know damn well the guy didn't need saving, so this is killing me to read this. It's such propaganda. Okay, last Friday, I'm trying not to just die laughing. The guy's like, I didn't need saving, and they're like, yes, you do! Last Friday, agents of the local police, in cooperation with the Civil Protection Mountain Rescue Team, rushed to rescue a 51-year-old. Oh my God, you guys are right. I apologize 1,000%. 1,000,000,000%. This is why we want to read it ourselves. Scottish. Bam. But he lives in the UK. But he is Scottish. Got you. Now that's weird because we got all that weird clothes that kind of look Scottish in the tea hut. Okay, so 51-year-old Scottish hiker in the Asamda Canyon of the Los Carzales neighborhood. Neighbors of the place observed as said hiker entered from very early on through an area of difficult access, not suitable for transit, and after several hours passed without returning to the starting point, alerted the agents who were at those moments in the search for the missing young man, Jay Slater. So they're literally in the middle of looking for Jay Slater, and this guy walks all the way to where Jay's phone last pings on his own, and he certainly doesn't look like he's any fitter than crispy, right? Tired and disorientated, he was located by the officers and a rescue team who helped him get out of the ravine. We want to thank the neighbors for giving alert to the situation because due to the difficulty and lack of communication in the area, this hiker would not have managed to get out by his own means without the help received. Stop right there. They're building the damn narrative. Because you're about to hear from the dude, and he tells you he does that hike all the damn time, and that he literally gets there no problem and back no issue. So it's that easy, but they're making it look like you can't get there where Jay's phone pinged. Okay, all right, I see how they work in this. They're greasing the wheels for the narrative. I get you. Listen, he's in the man trap. Oh my God. Right here it says a 51-year-old Scottish hiker was located in a ravine near the Rural de Tenno National Park after getting into a difficult area that is not suitable for travel. Okay. So I want to come down here. and get the part where he's responding to you. We should be reading all of this. This is actually quite shocking. Okay. We're down here where he's finally talking. Like I said, there's some important stuff up above, but I gotta find where it starts. Okay, Monday, June 24th. Mail Online learns Spanish police are investigating whether Jay's past is relevant. Jay's family focus on the area Santiago de Tide, where the grainy CCTV footage they think is Jay was taken. Okay, so this is David Larkin's quotes, literally that he told the Daily Mail. Quote, let me get it big again so you can see it for yourself. Right here. I think there was a lot lost in translation when they saw him. I don't know what they mean by saw him. And I explained to them I had water. I was wearing layers. I had my rucksack with food, and I'm an experienced hiker. I went into the canyon. I saw the helicopters looking and thought they were looking for the lad. But I didn't for 1 minute think they would end up picking me up. I think they want to show how good they are, but I certainly didn't need saving. I feel sorry for the boy's family, and I hope he's found soon. I'm actually embarrassed about this. I had my poles, and I know what I'm doing. And I knew that if it could get windy, I would just take shelter in a cave. I know these trails. I've been coming here for years, so I know what I'm doing. Mr. Larkin, who is originally from Northern Ireland. That's why everybody's like, he's Scottish, he's Ireland. He's in the UK. Here's why. Mr. Larkin, who is originally from Northern Ireland but lives in Scotland, is a former director of a housing project based in Hackney. Now you got me wondering about what you just told me, and I looked it up and I didn't see anything about Ahab. That's interesting. Okay. Mr. Larkin, who originally from Northern Ireland but lives in Scotland, is a former director of a housing project based in Hackney and has worked with the capital's Fijian community. Huh. That is so interesting. Okay. He arrived in Tenerife earlier his month and has based himself in a remote one-bedroom hut on the edge of a cliff while going on treks across a park, and was eventually taken back by police from Buena Vista del Norte in northern Tenerife. Forgive me. Let's continue. Mr. Larkin added, it really is stunningly beautiful around here, and I know the place well because I've been coming here so often. That's crazy. You have to treat Tenerife with respect, as it can be quite isolated, but I know what I'm doing. The mountain rescue people took my picture. So where's that, you guys? Why'd the press use a 20-year-old picture rather than the current one? I don't know. The mountain rescue people took my picture and then dropped me off. And I'm very grateful, but I didn't need helping. And to be honest, it extended my day. Listen to this. You paying attention? This gets good. Right here's my biggest point of our video. We've been lied to. He says, I did go in through a difficult path, and the trail isn't that well marked, but I do know my way. I managed it, and when they came towards me, I did explain I was okay. Here it comes. It should have been a 2-hour trail. I left just after lunch, but didn't get back until nearly 7 p.m. because they took me the long way. I'm slow and I hike for solitude, but I was fine. I take my time, and they ended up rushing me at a pace I just found uncomfortable. Like I said, I had all the equipment, and I think the language barrier was an issue, and then the penny dropped. They were looking for the missing boy. Now, hold on a minute. That's strange, because if you go back up, he talks about seeing the helicopters looking for the boy. He knew the boy was missing. So what does this mean that the penny dropped, that they were looking for the boy? That's strange. The penny dropped. That's right out of his words, not mine. Okay, let's get back into it. Where are we? Right here. And then the penny dropped. They were looking for the missing boy. He says, I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I thank them for their concern, but I was fine. Police said that when the 51-year-old man failed to return to the start point of his walk after several hours, locals alerted mountain rescue teams who were, quote, at those moments in the search for the missing young man, Jay Slater. A spokesman of the Policia Local Buena Vista del Norte said the hiker was found in a, quote, difficult area that is not sustainable for travel on Friday, adding he was tired and disorientated. He was located by the agents and the rescue team who helped him get out of the ravine. They quote, we want to thank these neighbors for giving alert to the situation because due to the difficulty and lack of communication in the area, this hiker would not have managed to get out on its own means without the help received. Stop right there. They want you to believe that you cannot get out on your own. It's like the narrative had already been established. It just had not been foretold, right? So it's foreshadowing in a sense. They're going to get this David Larkin and they're going to be like, look, we had to save this guy. But that's not what really happened. That guy can get there and back on his own, no issue, needs no help. And he was right near where Jay's phone pinged. Let's continue. It gets weird. All right. Meanwhile, Jay, an apprentice bricklayer from Oswald Twistle, Lancashire, vanished on Tenerife last Monday after going back to the Airbnb with 2 British men he had met while partying on the last night of the 3-day Energy Music Festival. The last confirmed sighting of Jay was in the village of Mascot around 8 a.m. by a woman who had told him the bus back to his accommodation was due at 10 o'clock a.m. when he asked. She saw him set off on foot for a journey and later drove past him walking fast. The teenager was last heard from at around 8:30 a.m. when he called his friend Lucy May Law to say he was walking back to his accommodations after missing the bus. He told her he was lost in the mountains with 1% battery and no water. Okay, we know this scenario. We've heard it a billion times. This is the one that everybody thought could be Jay, right? Now, this is interesting. This was the grainy footage one, which we can talk about that. There's a lot in this article. I'm just going to spin it that we've got to go over because I'm like, whoa, we'll go over this for a couple days. There's so much here. But yeah, it's so strange. Everything about David Larkin is strange, including if you're like me and you're wondering, does he look like Hodgy? That's just weird to me. So we've got our poll. I remembered. All right. With well over 100 votes. Here we go. Do you feel Larkin looks like Hodgy? All right. Let's do a drum roll. Our least favorite answer is B. No, not at all, which is 5. 5% don't think he looks like Hodgy. Okay? Then our second least favorite answer is maybe a little bit, not sure. Answer C at 26%. That's a possibility of 26% saying could be a little bit. And our main answer, our majority answer, is A. Holy cow, yes, that's sus, with 67% at 123 votes. That's wild. Hey, Nikki, okay? Yeah, after yesterday, I'm like, I gotta dig deeper. I gotta understand it so that as we continue to have a conversation, we all have the same information. And not from me, not from you, not from her or him, not a hearsay, but what was said. So it was like, okay, so what was it? How many days was it? Was it 9 days after Jay went missing? So the 24th, and Jay, oh no, not even. Hold on. Let's see when they found this guy. I gotta scroll back up. Was it 24th of June? My mind fails me. I want to look. Yes, Monday, June 24th. So let's do the count. So one full day would have been 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 7 days. Jay had been missing for 7 days. This dude can get in and out of there, and he don't look like he's no expert climber, right? You want to look at him again? We can. This dude, that to me, I'm just going to say a little Forrest Gumpy, right? A little Forrest Gumpy. No problem on his own. Can get to the location and back. But Jay can't. Jay's trapped. It's a man trap. Foreshadowing. So a week after Jay goes missing, they're already rescuing someone that didn't need saving, that can do the trip alone. And then, to make it sound or feel like the guy really was deep in the mountains, they took him on a long trip all the way around town. You feel me? That is a big percentage. Get your vote in. And, okay, I'm going to go ahead and call the poll so it posts. And that way replay crew can watch as well. And again, replay crew, I value you very, very much. And I love hearing what you vote. You know what? I'm going to take a screenshot of it. And I'll run a community post. And share it. And then say, go ahead, put your vote in. Let me save it real quick. There we go. There you go. There you go. And so, is he sus to you? Because he's sus to me. It's like, okay, he's completely ready to do all the hiking. He does this all the time. So he's very familiar with the terrain. He's where Jay's phone pinged last, or very close to that area. That's how they found him. What do you guys have to say? What say you? Brett Reynolds, welcome back. It's been a while, a hot minute. Good to see you. Brandon's twin brother. Let's get chat up on the board. Yeah, Brandon's twin brother. Thank you. Claire says he looks like he's got to be of them bald wigs. Does look weird, doesn't it? Viv says, were there any wigs with the clothes in Warren's video in the PG Tips hut? I didn't see any wigs. I saw scarves. PJM, loving my work. Aw, thank you. Appreciate you. Rach is asking you, hey, if you haven't hit that like button, why not, right? She says, please don't forget to show Mama D your love and appreciation by smashing the like button. Thank you muchly. Love you always. Aw. Nikki UK says, Zoe, someone had said DL, David Larkin, phone pinged in all 4 locations. Can't remember who said it ages ago. Well, that's interesting. That's wild. I gotta get caught up on chat. See, the one I'm using up here is sticking. Earth Angel said, it's Hodgy's dad. It's Hodgy's dad. Let's get this a little bigger. Maybe not, because then it's in my head. In my head. I just heard zombies in my head, right? That song. Liam says he looks like an alien in disguise. Good Lord. I'm just going to come back to this real quick. I have to throw it out there. Would you think to yourself, and no offense to David, but I'm just going to share my opinion. If this guy came to your door, I'm just hypothetically throwing spaghetti at the wall, right? What if this dude came to the door with Ophelia? Would you think he'll have eyes? That's just wild. What would you do? I want to hear from you. I've got to know. I want you to tell me. In replay or live, tell me. You go to the door. Hey, I'm David Larkin. This dude's at your door. Wild. Totally mad. That's crazy to me. P and N tattoos made by Nate. It's all corrupt. Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Oh, shouldn't eat. Now, did the spaghetti stick? Because that means it's cooked, right? Michelle McCrae, welcome back, my love. You said, how did he know Jay was missing if he was there before Jay went missing? Well, because I'm sure he had come in and out of that ravine and talked to the locals. Everybody in Masca knew that the boy was missing, I'm sure. I mean, the amount of Gordia avocados and, searchers and all that probably alerted him. Nick UK? Yeah. Oh, ooh, Zoe's gonna do some research. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hills have eyes. The sun says scary reaction. Wow, you guys, that's scary. That's scary, right? Hey, Pinky Pump, good to see you, lovely. You say, I just don't understand why he wasn't helping the search if he knew the area so well and was so well experienced. The man is staying in a hut and doing the same trails as Jay would have been on, and he never saw him either. And as far as I know, he didn't help search, even though he's so good at it. Maybe they were like, stay out of the mountains till we're done with the search because we don't want to rescue you again. That could be. I don't know. I have to kind of get, okay, I got to play the other side of the coin. All right. If you saw this dude, right, this round-faced dude, keep in mind, we're looking at a picture where it's not 51 years old. If you saw this dude at 51, would you think he's capable of doing all these trails? Or would you think this guy is disorientated trying to tell us he's okay when he's not? Right? That could be too. Interesting. Michelle says, I'm just wondering if he was informed before Jay went missing, in my opinion. Oh. That's a good question. Viv, imagine waking up and answering the door to Larkin in a dress and a wig. Definitely heels have eyes, in my opinion. Would he have a shirt halfway up his belly? That would freak me out. I don't know. This is just weird. Ocean Deep says, in Ocean Deep's opinion, he is doing as he is told, Mama D. It just seems so strange he's in that location where Jay's phone is very near where Jay's phone pinged last, and he looks like Hodgy to me and to 67% of you. I'm not the only one. Julie says, I would not open the door. Maggie, I am almost 60. I know this, lovely. 51 isn't old. He could be fit enough. It's true. I'm just saying the way the dude looks, right, could be deceiving. And with the language gap, maybe the avocados were like, oh, no, he don't know what he's talking about. Get him out of there. I'm just trying to play the other side of the coin to see both sides, right? Claire says we seem to have info on everybody apart from the B. Oh boy, you're using letters. I'm going to have to do the math. L covers for B, leaving J and B to take the... Hold on, Claire. I'm no good at algebra. What? I got to try to decipher this here. Okay, we seem to have info on everybody apart from the B. Who is... L covers for B, leaving J... And, B, Brandon. Okay. L, Lucy. Okay. All right, I'm ready to read it. Okay, we seem to have info on everyone apart from Brandon. Lucy covers for Brandon, leaving Jay and Brad to take the rap, in my opinion. He's the reason why all the occurred, in my opinion, to pay a debt back in UK. All speculation, of course. Thank you, Clear Love. Audrey feels that he appears strange. Let me go back up. Okay. That's an amazing question. You get a gold star, Levi Jeans. Let's make you really big, cause what was Larkin driving? Everybody had a white car, you know. Betty lures the victims to the ravine. Oh, Lord. Scary reaction. You got some wild ones and scary, too. Okay, PNN says that's strange. The ravine. Oh, I've still got chat, like, so big. That's how I'm going to start our next live. Like, I'm going to hide behind it the whole time and just talk. Or I'll just do this so you can't even see my mouth. PNN says that strange. The ravine was where they searched, but he appears in the same place. Boom, boom, boom. My family's so smart. Ocean Deep says, hence why his bank card was on him with the name to prove it, in my opinion. What if he was out there because Rachel was like, listen, Brandon's relative named David, hypothetically. Go find Brad's card, please. And Brad could have been one, hypothetically, allegedly, that actually lost his own bank card when he was ditching Jay's phone. Kirk says 50 is a weird age. I know people who are around 50 who look 30. That's true. But I have seen a recent picture of the dude, so I know that's a very, very old picture. But you make a good point. I know people who are around 50 who look 30, and those around 50 who look 70. Larkin's walking may keep him younger looking. No, it didn't help. Trust me. But like over in Mama D's family, I can't remember who it was. Somebody posted like this joke. They were like, "You don't need Botox. Just go hiking in Tenerife like Larkin, or in Masca." All right, you guys want to mess around today? You want to take Brandon's hair and put it on David Larkin? We can do that. Hold on, let me get the program open. This is going to be wild. All right. We can definitely try this. All right, let's get a good picture of David Larkin. Hold the phone. You guys want to put hair on David Larkin. Brandon's hair on David Larkin. All right, I got to make a new board. It's going to take me a minute, and it's live, so you're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to get Brandon's picture next. I've got David Larkin. Full head this time. Woo, that's a bald head. Okay, let's go find Brandon's picture with a good picture of his hair. I suppose I could use that one of him, and I think that's the only picture we have is of him and Jay at that pool party, right? I'll just grab that because the rest of them are all in the dark at the rave, huh? Okay, let me straighten out everything. I'm almost ready. You guys are killing me today. Okay, let's get the border off of that. Shrink it up and bring it over here for a minute. So I got to move chat. All right, did that. We're almost there. Count sheep. We'll be there in a minute. This is, I didn't know we were going to put Brandon's hair on Dave Larkin, but we can. All right. I'm ready to share. Now, I haven't put the hair on. We're going to do that together. Where's PowerPoint? Did I do it yet? Is it showing up? Oh, I got to click it. Million buttons, y'all. Oh, it's too small over here, so I can't do it over here. I got to open it up. All right. Now, we got to shrink it down and open it up for you so that you can see the whole board. Not that. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. We're going to fix it, get it perfect, and then we'll start messing around with it. This is going to be wild. Okay. I'm going to hide behind the screen while we do it. All right, let's start off by just getting the hair. How's my hair? Brother, where art thou? Okay, we're going to get him cropped down. Now, let's remove everything but Hodgy's hair. Okay? So we don't need that, or that, or that. Whoop. It took it all away. Let's put back his hair. Let me scribble it back in. Let's try to get rid of a little bit of forehead. And then we have some background noise here. That looks pretty close, right? Well, why didn't it mask? It should remove my background. It should be see-through. Never had that do that before. Okay, let me try it again. Because that's not normal. Normally, everything disappears but that one item. Okay, let's see if it's gonna, it's not working. All right, we got another way to do this, I think. Hold on. We'll take David Larkin. I really wanted to put the hair on him. I think it's because I'm live, it doesn't let the program work. So let's just grab his head. Okay, and then let's go back here and reset this one. Straighten her out. And David's head's tipped a little bit. Okay. Let's crop this so that we get back to where we were. This isn't the way I wanted to do it because it's so much easier just to mask, but it's not letting me for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay, now we got to get the heads about the same. Let's make this kind of translucent so I can see. Yeah, even that's not working. Let me close PowerPoint because it's not working right, so give it a minute. Yeah, it's not even closing. Okay, it closed. Let's reopen it and see maybe if I restart. Because it'd be so nice if we could just... Okay, let's try it. Oh, it's still not working. Dang! All right. What we're going to have to do... Oh, that looks creepy. Is we're going to have to try to match the hairline a little bit. Let's bring this front. See, it'd be nice if I could figure out. Yeah, we're going to have to take away more of his forehead because Hodgy's hair is like this. And then it comes down and Hodgy's hair is kind of like that. We got to have this little area here come up and this area here come way up. Good enough. All right, this is the best I can do for you. Now let's duplicate it, put it side by side so that we have Hodgy and David. They definitely have different noses. Do you see? Well, maybe not because Hodgy's got shadows here. Wow, they favor a great deal to me. Let's fix David Larkin's face so that this part of Hodgy's hair shows through. Sorry, that's the best I can do because this is not working right. Yeah, it should be. Whatever. That's what it would look like. They have the same mouth. I don't know. I'm coming up to topside. Sorry I couldn't get it to work because I'm using too much of my resource, I think. That or maybe Brandon's picture is protected. Look at the eyebrows. Yeah, I can see some. Scary Reaction says, geez, looks related. Marley Lifestyle, yeah, look at the eyebrows. What do you guys think? Big bottom lip, says Claire. OMG, says Michelle. Make Hodgy bald? All right, you want to make Hodgy bald? We can do that. All right, let's go back. I'll work on it over here and then I'll share it large in a minute. Let's get Hodgy bald. Duplicate. All right. We're going to use David Larkin's bald head on Hodgy. Okay, let's get this like this. Let's remove background. Let's keep the bald head. Right? Okay, now let's, good Lord, that's hysterical. Okay, let's crop him so that all we have is the bald head, right? Now let's take this. Oh, we have something hanging off there. Let's get that off there. Okay, let's take this onto Hodgy and we'll have to make it a little bigger, I guess. Nope, a little smaller. Now we'll give it some transition maybe. Kind of like that. Okay. Now we need David Larkin's picture. Right? To compare. You guys are crazy wild. Okay. Let's get Brandon's picture off the screen on this one. I wish this one was clearer. Let me see if I can clear this up. Sharpen the picture a little bit. Okay. I do have it kind of low, don't I? There we go. Him and his son. It's him, says PNN. I don't know. Is Crispy's Brad uncle? Good question. Your name is good question. Oh, I gotta pin that. Where'd chat go? Did I cover chat up? It's there, but it's not. Oh, I moved chat. Hold on. There it is. Good question, good name. That's wild to me. It's him. It's crazy. Crazy Cat says, I think they have photoshopped it over another picture. No, I did. I did just now. PNN believes that they are definitely related if it's not him. It's not Hodgy. It's not. I've seen the same guy older. You think it's the same guy, Mama? Thank you, Leslie. Frankie says, I'm glad I'm not being investigated by you, Mama D. Thank you. That's a great... Oh! Family must be, says Marley. Look at what Mariah wrote. Is he Johnny Vegas? That's crazy. He's related. Thank you, PNN. Marley says, come on, definitely DNA links. Claire says, well, we know Zoe, not our Zoe. Zoe's dad is and currently surfaced in the oven in Wales. What does that mean? Crazy Cat, good to see you. You said, OMG, the resemblance is scary. Hey, Kelly Filtz, welcome back. You said Crispy and the real Johnny Vegas shared the same surnames. Say that fast. Share the same surnames. Share the same surnames. Say that 3 times fast. I bet you can't. Scary Reaction says, but how can you not take Hodgy's hair? How can you not take... I know, that's never happened before. That is weird. Viv says, bear in mind, if Larkin is 50 and the other picture is 20 years old, then the picture is still at least 10 years older than the picture of Hodgy, if I'm making sense. Yeah. You're making sense. You're making sense. Pin is like, does nobody know this boy? Hi, Dine. Hi, Mama T. Sorry I haven't been around. I lost my little mama 2 weeks ago. I just had the funeral today. Oh, hun. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh, my gosh. I send you so much healing energy, and we, as a family, wrap our arms around you. We know it's not something that is easy to go through. I am so very sorry to hear that. That is so sad. Claire says, could it be a Photoshop of an image of Brandon and Jay? That could be. Seeking Justice. Hello, everybody. OMG, Daddy Vegas again. Yeah, you missed a little bit. We went a lot deeper. We went and found out that he is actually Irish living in Scotland or something. I'd have to look again. Hold on. Sorry, my whistle got dry. I don't know why I couldn't take the hair off Brandon. That is so bizarre. I want to see if I can do it on this picture. Okay. Nope. But now watch this one. I can't do it on either. I think it's because I'm using too many resources on my PowerPoint. I really do. Aw, a lot of people are sending you love, Dill. Diane says, Michelle says, so sorry, Diane, for your loss. It's such a hard time for you. Look after yourself. Yeah. Crazy Cat says, my mom passed last year. I know what you're going through. Hugs to you. Prime Candy. Seriously, YouTube again? Hi, everyone. Hi, Prime Candy. Yeah, we're going back over it. Only we're coming over here because we don't have as many viewers on Mama D Family, about half. But also because we dug a little bit deeper. So you'll want to rewatch because we went and read a whole bunch of details. And in that article is a whole bunch more that I'll be covering in the next few days. Zozo says, speaking of Johnny Vegas, Brandon looks so much like the comedian Johnny Vegas. However, CT's surname is Pennington, same as the real surname of the comedian Johnny Vegas. Another quinky dink? Another coincidence? Diane says, thanks to you all. She was a total legend till the very end. We were blessed to have her an extra 2 years in palliative care. We thought she was only going to be in there a couple of months. Bless your heart. That's such a hard time. But I'm so glad you got what you felt was more time with her, right? Claire says that are all named after actors and actresses. Crazy Cat says, prayers to you and all your family, Diane, and stay strong. Claire says, Zoe, Brown Zoe, Law Lucy, Law, etc. They're all names of actresses. Lucy Law, yeah, for sure. Ah, okay, gee, thank you so very much. Thank you for the snooper chat, my lovely. Oh, and by the way, OD, guess what? Jennifer Swain sent me this morning $70 in PayPal to pay and cover the shipping of the gift I'm giving to you. So this is all of the painting of number 3 Captain's View. Is coming all the way from the United States to you, and I won't say where you are. And it could take a little bit just because it's UK, well, I just said where you are. Hopefully UK's huge. I haven't looked. But anyway, and so Jennifer Swain followed through with her promise, and I can't wait for you to get it. Just a little note on the side. All right, Prime, well, we're actually going to jump off here very soon. I want to say thank you so much. And yes, please watch it all the way through. If you joined late, it is so helpful for you guys to watch it all the way through. And I greatly appreciate all the support. And thank you, Carrie, officially Carrie George. Thank you, Zaxxon. Thank you to everybody that donated, clicked, liked, watched the video, all the things that you do. I just want to say thank you to my absolute beautiful family. I appreciate you from the very bottom of my heart. And we'll be back again tomorrow because I've got more stuff to talk about that I'm like, hold on, this is all kind of weird. It's still kind of on the sideline of what was going on with David Larkin. There were also Jay's friends were over there. His best friend, not Brad. No. Brad not be his best friend. That's just malarkey in my opinion. Lucy knew the family. Remember, Debbie talked about Lucy knowing how close Jay and Mom's bond was? Lucy was way closer. But the actual best friend of Jay went over to Tenerife. His ex-girlfriend went over to Tenerife. Saul went over to Tenerife. And they all have some things that they share. And what they say at the time, after they've been in Masca actually looking for Jay, it's actually very shocking when you go back and read it. So we'll be diving into that at a later date. We have a lot to share on the Jay Slater case coming up very soon. And tomorrow we'll be sharing some stuff, as well as at the end of the week, we're going to be jumping back into the Idaho 4 with both feet and be talking about some serious over there. So I want to say thank you humbly for joining me. Let's get everything shut down over here and over here so I don't screw nothing up, right? Oh, it's going to take PowerPoint an hour to close. Thank you, Claire and Diane and Bespoke, and our prayers are with you, Diane. Crazy Cat, Seeking Justice, Leslie, Rachel. Let me get this off. Zoe, all my beautiful mods. I love ya. Nikki UK, Earth Angel, did I say Earth Angel? Michelle, Susan. All right, you guys, I love you to the moon and back. I can't wait to see you again very soon. Hope you have an absolutely blessed, wonderful day. And until we see each other